This is a tutorial to teach you how to use the Wander Onwards Beginner's Budget Dashboard. If you like what you see, but you've not yet purchased your own dashboard, I've linked the product down below. Let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to the Wander Onwards Beginner's Budget Dashboard. Thank you so much for making this purchase. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited that you're starting your personal finance journey with me. I decided to build the Beginner's Budget Dashboard for people who are just getting started. It's based on a zero-based budgeting system where every dollar gets a job, and I've created these fun graphs so you can see trends and the way that you're spending your money over a period of time. Now, the first page is the introduction page. This is where you can find my Instagram. Here's a fun video on zero-based budgeting that I've done. And I've created lots of definitions, explanations, so you can get started. On the second page, you're going to see the dashboard itself. So this is where all of your information is displayed in fun graphs, so you know exactly where your money is going and how you've been spending. If you click on each individual thing, you can actually see how much money is represented there. And this is going to help you search out trends to make better decisions about how you're going to spend your money in the future. Okay, so what you'll need to get started is your income statements and expenses. So this would be anything that demonstrates how much money has been going in and out of your accounts, because we're going to record all of this information in one place. First, let's start with the goals page. This page is all about what you hope to spend. Please do not delete or add any columns or rows, because this is a very delicate setup that'll change the math that is being displayed on the dashboard. So if you don't have a pre-tax saving rate 2, just go ahead and delete that name and then leave every section as 0. That will remove it from the dashboard presentation, so everything is clean. In the goals section, you have first the pre-tax savings area. So this is any money that is taken from your paycheck before taxes. So for the Americans, that would be the 401k. For the people in the UK, that would be your pension, and whatever else is taken out of your paycheck before taxes. The next section is the expected income section. So here's where you record your main income, any side hustles you might have, and of course, any benefits that you might be receiving, whether that's Corona or from the state. If you don't have a 4th and 5th income, don't forget, you can just delete that and change that section to 0 all across the board, and that will erase that math from your dashboard. Next section, we have the total expenses. So this is the money that's going out of your budget. Now remember, these are goals. So if your housing bill is $1,200 regularly, but you pay an additional amount of money in the future for whatever reason, that difference in money is going to be reflected on the dashboard and in a different section. Each section comes with subcategories. And based off of your preferences, you can change the name of that subcategory to what fits you best. I decided against adding too many subcategories because I wanted to make sure this looked as clean as possible. Okay, let's start recording our money that comes in and out. Now in the money input section, this is where you're going to record your income streams. You don't need to have multiple, you could just have the main income, but here is where you need to record when you're paid and how much money you've earned. For example, if you wanted to do the very 1st of January, you would double click that cell, click the 1st of January, click whatever income stream that might be, and then add a little note to yourself so you understand where that money is coming from. Finally, you add it to the amount here, and that will be reflected on your dashboards at a later time. Go ahead and do that for all of your paychecks within the last year so you can get a perfect understanding of how much money is flowing in and out of your bank account. Money out. So this is your expense tracker. And because there's just so many different categories of types of expenses, I decided to group them by theme. In our goals sheet, those categories impact what is shown here. So whatever you change on the goals sheet, that is then changed here on the subcategory. So you have to make sure that you click in and align it correctly. If you change the name of a subcategory, we'll change utilities to phone bill. That will then reflect on the expense document, and you'll see a red arrow with an invalid pop-up. All you have to do is click into there and assign it to the new name, which is phone bill, and then all of those red arrows will disappear. Sometimes this can be quite tedious if you're tracking expenses quite far back. So if you have online mobile banking, your bank will actually categorize what sort of spending you have, and you can use that to input the monthly expenses. For example, my online banking says that for whatever reason, I spent $700 on shopping in the month of September. Then I can go into here, choose a random date in September, change the subcategory to fund money, add a note that this was shopping, and then record the $700. And then I'm done. I've recorded all of the spending that I've done on shopping in the month of September. The dashboard categorizes spending by date. So by putting your spending as a lump sum in a past month, that is recorded properly and the information will be shown correctly. Over here, I've created some subsections to give you ideas about what to put into travel, what to put into fund money. I've also included a donation section so we can continue supporting the causes that mean most to us. I also have some additional notes to the right. So here you would track the money that you put into your savings and investments. It's important that you track these separately from the money out section because this is how the dashboard is able to report correctly. So like the other sections, all you have to do is double click into the date, record the type of investment that you've made, add a little note to it, and then include the amount. That will then be reflected on the main dashboard. Lastly, we have debt. So debt is complicated because it continues to grow with interest. So instead of analyzing how much debt you have by paying down the principal versus interest and monitoring how that debt grows, let's keep it simple. All you have to do is click the date that you've paid that debt, the type of debt that it is, maybe with a little note, and then the amount that you've paid. Then it'll be displayed on the main dashboard under debt paid, and your savings and investments will be displayed as a total amount as well. Well, that's it from me. Thank you so much for purchasing my Wander Onwards Beginner's Budget Dashboard again. If you have any questions or problems, please email me at wanderonwards@gmail.com. Very often, my best solution to any dashboard problems is to just start a new one. There's a lot of complex stuff happening on this dashboard, so it just makes more sense for you to refresh and then to copy and paste your expenses. Also, definitely check out my Instagram at Wander Onwards. I publish wealth and wanderlust content nearly every single day, and it's completely for free. Definitely come say hi and check out my Instagram because I want to hear more from you guys and where you're from and what your dreams are too. Thanks again so much for visiting my page. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to get notified about new videos every week.